ततः स विस्मय आविष्टो हष्टरोमा धनंजयः प्रणम्य शीर्षा देवं कृतांजलिर अभाषत. Hello friends, this is the 14th shlok of the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Tatah sa vismay avishto, which means then he entered into amazement. Rishtaroma Dhananjaya, which means Dhananjaya's hair started rising. Pranamya Shirsa Devam, which means bowing his head to the Lord. Kritanjali Rabhashata, which means with folded arms, said. So, in this shlok, Sanjay is now saying that after looking at the supreme divine form of the Lord, Arjun was filled with amazement. His hairs started rising, and by bowing his head and by folding his arms, he addressed the Lord. So, what Arjun is going to say will be discussed in the coming shloks. Over here, what we have to understand is that when a person makes progress towards the divine and he starts to basically get some sort of a sensation of the Lord, then he basically becomes completely filled with amazement. And whenever we are filled with amazement, then we get goosebumps, and there is this sort of a sensation of the electricity basically flowing through our body. So this amazement is something that we have all felt, and if you have felt this in your life, you would have felt it only when you were filled with amazement. And the thing is that many times people feel this when they are feeling some emotional rush inside them. Say for example, if their country wins at something, or if the group that they belong to attains something great. And whenever you feel this sort of a thing, where when you're getting goosebumps and you're feeling that sort of that your nerves are firing, then that feeling that you are feeling over there is basically an indication that you are feeling a portion of the Supreme Lord over there. So this is basically direct realization of the Supreme Lord over here. If any experience in your life brings you this kind of an experience, then you can say that you are experiencing the divine in that. You might not realize it. I mean, it's something that is coming externally, some external sense is giving you that feeling, but that feeling can come from within yourself if you were to make progress towards the divine. You are looking at it from the external thing and you're saying, okay, this came from me from the external experience, but that is because of your ignorance that you're thinking that it is coming from your external experience. Actually, what has happened is that your connection with the divine is severed most of the time, and with that experience, you were somehow able to create that connection for a short period of time, and then basically as your feeling subsides, then that connection again goes back. So this thing is what happens. And when you are feeling this kind of thing, the instant reaction that happens to you when you get that feeling is that you bow down to that particular thing. If you listen to a song, very good song about something, then you might get this feeling and then you feel like bowing down. If your country wins a match or something, or if some sort of an event happens, then also the same thing happens, that you feel very emotional and then you bow down to your country or bow down to whatever entity that brought you that sort of a feeling. So this is basically all the manifestation of the Lord. And the same thing is happening to Arjun over here. He has attained that realization. He has got the idea of what the divine is. That has amazed him, and that amazement is what is creating this sort of a feeling, and he is bowing down to the divine. So always keep this in mind. Whatever idea that brings you that sort of a feeling in you is a manifestation of the divine. If you were to follow that and see from where it is coming, then you will be able to see the divine which is present inside you. So that was the idea of this shlok. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you in the next video. Take care.